Alex Flam. I am the director of Caulfield, Hodges, and just will give you a short update on what's been happening over the last month in our little patch over here. Firstly, as per usual, you've got the spring, and spring, October, November is usually the hiatus of when everything happens. So there are a hell of a lot more listings. The marketplace is relatively buoyant. I think you'll find there are people there with people out there that have got money. They're quite confident in their own right of spending that money if they've got the money. Where the hard stuff comes about now, where the problems are coming about a little bit, is banks are getting rather tough, and people are aware of that. So obviously they're very reluctant to put their hand up. The other thing, of course, is people are very aware, they're very astute today in the marketplace, and no one's jumping in to buy all that quickly. So where we have auctions, or we used to have auctions, people going crazy, manic, bidding, throwing their hands up in the air, what we have today is people sitting back and waiting for someone else to start it or do something about it. More often than not, there is a large pass-in rate, but there is also, within 15 minutes of the pass-in, we sell the property to one out of three people that were at the auction and had interest in the property. An example of such an occasion, we had a property in Jupiter Street. We actually tried to market it 3-4 months ago. When it was a very quiet and tight period, we passed in at auction 3-4 months ago. This time around, we had 3-4 times more people. We marketed the same property, same scenario, but we had more people. We did have competition, we did have bidders, and we did sell the property for above the reserve of the vendor. Not by much, but albeit enough to make the vendor smile. What creates a good property? Obviously we all know position, but position, presentation, something that people don't have to spend too much money on when they move in. In fact, they'd prefer not to spend money on it, and they'd like to get value for money. It's a little bit more complicated than it used to be. People are a little bit more fussy, they're a little bit more aware of what's out there, and they're a little bit more educated. That's it for this year from Hodges Caulfield. Wishing you a happy new year, and talk to you in the coming year.